everybody. I'm back. It's been a while. I apologise. You know, stuff's been going on in my life, I'm afraid, that I've had to be dealing with every day. And that's going to carry on for a while. So my time is a little bit more limited. So I do apologise, but I'll try to get to do a few more witters from now on in. Now things have settled. Okay. Anyway, we had got Witter Quilt 9, Winter Witter. And we've done all the strips bar one. Okay, so the last strip is the top strip here. I'm doing a weather girl here. Hopefully you can see what I'm on about. It's the one with the bells and the long stripes. Okay, now I've appliqued the bells. Put your bells wherever you want along your length. Okay, I've taken photos and I'll put them over on Patchwork Witterings on Facebook in the group. For the dimensions and stuff that I've used, okay? But having said that, you make it your own. If you want those bells further down, move them further down. If you want more than one set of bells, put in more than one set of bells, okay? It's whatever suits you. I've then added right the way around a 4.5, well, I've cut 4.5 inch borders, okay? So they'll be 4 inches when they're finished. I've used the calico, okay? If you're using calico, I've said it before, don't forget pre-wash calico, or make sure that you've washed it yourself, okay, because it will shrink and it will do horrible things to your quilt otherwise. I love using calico, but you really have to wash it first, okay. Yeah, so there we go, Witter Quilt 9. It's taken a while, and I do, as I say, I apologise. I'm not sure what we want to do next. I think it's going to be intermittent, whatever it is, it has to be said. So ideas, please message me over on the Facebook group, or on YouTube, or on Facebook, or on my website, whatever you want, whatever social media suits you, okay. Just a quick run through on who and where you'll find me. My shop full of fabrics and patterns and templates is abbyann.com. okay, so basically if you just search Abbyann, you'll find me all over the place, but I'm ABBIE, ANNE, all right, .com. Yeah, and everybody calls me Abby. I just mentioned this. Abbyann is the business name. My actual name is Abigail Ann, or Abigail when I'm in trouble. And so I sort of shorten it to Abbyann for business, but I am an Abby, known as Abby throughout my life, really. But an IE, I'm not a cathedral, although sometimes I feel I might be. It's IE, okay. So yeah, if you see me about, I'm an Abby. Don't worry, I'm an Abby. Okay, so you'll find my website is abbyann.com. I am putting a few patterns and things over on Etsy, so you might find it there, but to be fair, it'll be the same price wherever you are. My Facebook page is Abbyann Patchwork Quilting and Textiles, which is excuse me, what I'm generally known as. And within my Facebook page, you will then find the group Patchwork Witterings, or Abbyann's Witterings, or Patchwork, or something like that, but you'll find it. YouTube, I'm again Abbyann Patchwork Quilting and Textiles, and Instagram, that's the other one, Abbyann Patchwork Quilting and Textiles. There's so many of them. It takes me half my day updating stuff, so I do apologise if I don't do that very often either. There's only me, and I'm trying to do all of it, and it takes a while. But anyway, so there we go. So that's where you'll find me. Please, if you would, if you're watching this, can you please like and subscribe to my channel? Okay, further down the line, that will be very useful for me, and I would appreciate that, please. Yeah, would be fab. Yeah, and follow me wherever you want. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? But you know what I mean. Recently I've been on Craft Store TV. I've done 3 now. Very scary. It is completely different to these witters. Yeah, completely different. When I'm doing this, I'm in control of it, and I can delete it if I do it wrong or whatever. Can't do that on TV, it's live. And I'm always in a little bit of a panic that I might swear, because that's always a distinct possibility with me if I stick a pin in myself or something. But it's good fun, really. But I do get so nervous. But I've had several new templates on there that are going well. They're going to be back into stock any minute now. So if anybody was watching Craft Store TV and you want the Japanese folded patchwork, I haven't got the sample here. I'm not very prepped this morning because I was so pleased to have finished that. I just wanted to get on and show you. Yeah, so Japanese folded patchwork. I did a full demo live on TV, and we've got templates for 5-inch finished squares and 3-inch finished squares. And I'm looking at, we might do some 4 and some 6 soon as well, because it uses all of our scraps up, doesn't it? Or at least that pattern does, as far as I'm concerned. And I use all my odds and sods with that. So I might get Andy to make me some different sizes, which might be good. Okay. And we've also got several new little quilting or applique templates. So we've got Toadstools now. We've got a lovely Snail. Oh, he's gorgeous. I love him. Those two specifically go with the embroideries that you'll find over on my shop as well. I did earlier in the year, some paintings and drawings and stuff were turned into industrial embroideries, so proper on full embroidery panels that you can buy, that you can use, I don't know, sides of bags. I've made a quilt with it. It was for an Irish retreat I was teaching, so we all made quilts. But there are some surplus, and they are available on my website, so do go and have a little look. They're toadstools, little elf living in amongst them. There's snails in all of them, hence now the quilting templates are snails and toadstools. Again, there was another new one. What was that? Oh, it was the angel. It was my lockdown angel. Do you remember last year when we were doing our Christmas witter quilt, and I had this big, am I allowed to say big fat angel? I am, because I'm big and fat, and it was based on me. Yeah, curvaceous, that will be the words. So there's now a template for her if you want to do your own sort of little bit of 5-inch template for applique or quilting or whatever else you want to use it for. But that also goes along with the new pattern of mine, which is Choir of Angels, available over on my website shop. That'd be the one. Yeah, so there we go. That's me just trying to tell you what I've been doing. There's in between classes, designing, packing stuff for Craft Store. It's just all been going on. It's actually quite exciting, but it's also very tiring, and my diary, I'm hopeless. So if anyone's talking to me or wanting anything, make sure I write it down. I saw a thing the other day that said the biggest lie that I tell myself in old age is that I'll remember that without writing it down. It's right. I can't remember anything unless it's in my little diary here. So yeah, it's all good. Loads going on. So for now, I'm going to shut up and leave you to it. You'll find that pattern, Patchwork Witterings, Abby Ann's Witterings, on Facebook in the group, and I'll put it in the album with all the other instructions for the rest of this quilt. Okay, so a few ideas. What do you want next? 3 things left to say. Are we doing our exercise? Hell, are we? Are we doing any tidying? Nah, that's never happening. Are we being lovely and talking to all of our friends? Because it's still needed. I know several that I am still in touch with. So please make sure your friends are still okay, because this thing's going on and on and on, even if we have been let out a bit. All right, so make sure everybody's all right. Okay, so one thing now. Be lovely.